Full Metal Heli. We like our quadcopters heavy and hard.
Full Metal Heli here. We are out here with the ZEYROK. This is a Horizon Hobbies Blade quadcopter. This is fairly new. Pretty much just came out, guys. Just did the unboxing, and we're gonna do a little night flight tonight. Actually, I want to show you how this thing flies and what the lights look like at night. It's actually pretty cool. The red is in the back, unfortunately. I wish it was in the front, but this thing has like headlights, guys. This thing has some pretty neat looking headlights. Alright. And this was the bind and fly version. This was actually, I hooked up to my DX6i, which is really nice. Makes it fly really good. Has a horizon mode. It's basically your auto flip mode. If you go past like 85% on your stick in any direction, it'll flip. Which is kind of, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of that. But with this one, it's really cool because with like the MJX series, the dreaded flip, feature, like in high rate, this is a little different. This one will do multiple flips. This doesn't just do your one little flip, and it'll do it in all kinds of directions. For some reason, it just seems cooler with this one because you can actually fly it around still, and flip when you want to flip, where like the MJX, it's almost a useless feature. That high rate's almost useless. And the new Zinlin X181's the same way. It's like that high rate that you really need. The top rating is useless. Where this, you still have your high rate and your low rate, but you also have that flight mode. And it has one more flight mode, which is acro mode. So guys, this is going to be a fantastic quadcopter to practice acro flying. If you want to step into the world of racing quads and so forth, and you want to do some acro type flying, this is the ticket, guys. This is the one you really want to practice with. The XK X251. It's a fantastic quad. I mean, it's awesome. But if you're trying to learn acro, I wouldn't. I'd much rather crash this, I think, than crash that. But look at the rate. I mean, look at the yaw on this thing, guys. I mean, this is a little different than your average BUZZzzzz quad, guys. This one's pretty fast now, too. Be BUZZzzzz, it moves out pretty good. And the lights, it's got like two headlights basically in the front and two red lights in the back. But they are really bright. Those are some bright front lights, guys. I mean, really bright. But actually light the way of the quadcopter. When it's dark, or really dark out, they really light the way. Pretty cool though, must admit. This thing is ballistic though. The yaw is just insane. And the motors on this one sit sideways, and it's almost like a worm gear drive. I mean, it's geared, but it doesn't sound like it's geared. It don't sound like your average BUZZzzzz quadcopter. It's got a very unique sound. And that's because the gears are like a worm gear type gear. This thing does some crazy funnels. Look at those funnels, guys. Look at those funnels. Oh my god. Like I said, only Blade does stuff like that. The little Industrix does funnels like that too. I mean, both Industrix actually do. Even the 200 Industrix does. But only your Blade stuff does does those type of funnels. This thing is really responsive though for a BUZZzzzz quad. Really is. The yaw is just ridiculous. And the forward pitch is pretty drastic. I mean, if you don't let off the power, it will go into the ground. I mean, it has that much forward pitch and high rates. You can go ahead and switch it into low rates and see. Alright, now let's see low rates. Yeah, it still has enough forward pitch to push it into the ground, but and I'll show you the horizon mode. Not going to fly acro here. I will though when I go to a big field. Actually, we're going to go to the big AMA field that I fly, and we will do a little acro flying. But let me show you this mode right here. Okay, so you see how okay, I'm flying around, but so you're able to fly it around. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put in high rates too. Alright. So I'm flying around, and then I just jam the stick and woo. And you're able to do your flip. Like it. Pretty neat. Does nice rolls. Pretty neat mode right here, guys. I like it. Definitely a little different than your average brush quadcopter, guys. Definitely is. But it does have the vortex ring state thing just a little bit. You know, it is brushed, so it does have the vortex thing a little bit. But wow, you see those flips? That's amazing. Like multiple tumbles. Haha. Alright, let me go ahead and that's sweet though. I like that. And that's so much more fun than pushing a button to flip. That's way cooler. And that's way cooler than the auto flip and high rates on your other brush quadcopters. A little bit different. It's actually flyable and enjoyable. And I believe the way this thing's geared, I don't think the flips are going to hurt it too much. It's a pretty light frame. This thing is extremely light, guys. For as big and bulky as it looks, it's really, really lightweight. All right, let me get out of that mode right there. I'm going to go ahead and bring it here. I want to show you how it hovers too. I mean, this thing is really, you know, I mean, it's Horizon Hobbies, guys. You know, Horizon Hobbies. I mean, hands off all the way around that guy. All right. Must say, it's a really sweet quadcopter. This one was, these are $89, the Bind and Fly version. This is the one without the camera. They do sell the one that's ready to fly, and they also sell the one with the camera. But the camera on it, honestly, is no better than your average toy grade camera. It's just, you know, your regular old 720p camera. It's a 3-prong plug, but it's a little bit larger plug for the camera than like any of the cameras I have. But I will experiment around, see if I can put a camera on here. You know, something that I already have. If not, I could always look into maybe getting the one that's supposed to be for it, but I don't know. Like a lot of that stuff by Horizon is a little overpriced. But this is not a bad deal for like 89 bucks. This thing's really cool, man. Oh, something else I want to show you too. This does cool bank turns, guys. A lot like the like how the Blade 200QX does. I mean, look at that. Those are some nice bank turns, guys. It really does. Like in a big field, you know, you can do it a little bit better. It's a little hard here, a little tight, but it does amazingly good bank turns. very similar to the 200QX, like airplane type turns. It's a fantastic brush quadcopter, guys. It really is. I like it. Alright, we got a little blinking light in the front, so that's the LBC. Alright, see if we can bring her back. And alright, there we go. Well, there you go, guys. There's the ZEYROK from Blade Horizon Hobbies. This thing is really super cool. It is definitely unique. It definitely flies different than your average brush quadcopter, for sure. The fact that it binds to your Spectrum controller, you know, is super sweet. I mean, honestly, that makes it so much better having a, you know, for real controller. $89, you know, out the box. You know, I mean, if you already have your controller, you know, can't beat it. And the yaw and the funnels on this thing are absolutely insane. Way better than any other brush quadcopter. I mean, by far. The fact that it has 3 flight modes, has acro mode. This is going to be the absolute best quad to practice your acro, you know, flying. Anyway, guys, just keep this one in consideration. I hope you like my video, and I hope you like my night flight, and please like and subscribe. Peace out.